Welcome back, my crypto enthusiast. We are going to cover Internet Computer Protocol, its recent price action, a couple of interesting charts, and a little bit of news that is going on for ICP as well. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And a quick disclaimer, that video isn't financial advice. So you do your own due diligence and research before investing in any crypto project. And now, without any further ado, let's hop into ICP itself. So as we can see over here on CoinGecko, ICP is currently trading at $13.81, and it saw a pump of 3.5 in the last 24 hours. Market cap is currently sitting at $6.03 billion, and 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 185.7 million USD. So as we can see over here, we pretty much have a significant pump on ICP, well, as significant as it can be actually. Haven't seen new all-time highs. However, I do believe that this is just the beginning because first thing, ICP ARK Invest now looking at BTC ordinals as a business model. Very bullish for buying like BTC. Ordinals on ICP. So that looks very interesting to me. That's the first thing. The second thing, ICP is now officially at the #1 spot in development activity. Data from an on-chain analysis firm shows ICP entered the #1 spot of development activity. This indicates that developers at dfinity are actively working on the projects within the ICP ecosystem. So that is very bullish in my opinion. ICP basically took over Polka.Kazuma. I'm not sure what Kazuma is, but obviously we know what Cardano is, Optimism, Adara, Cosmos, Sui, and Ethereum. So this is a big deal for ICP. And now let's move over here. Introducing the Web 3-star incubator launch in partnership with the city of Lugano in Switzerland. So this is something that I'd like to see. Pretty much this news is coming out every single day for ICP, but so much of integration, so much of partnerships, we all know like that basically means for the future value of ICP. And of course, what comes with that, with the actual price of the token. But let's move over here. The EVM RPC canister beta on ICP simplifies blockchain interoperability and boosts efficiency for devs. So that is very good if that upgrade basically is boosting efficiency for developers. Because obviously if developers find it very easy to build on the network, that is going to drive more and more developers. And of course, what's going to come with that? A great growth of the project. All right, let's have a look over here. Just in case if you have missed that, that is a comparison that I have found on X. And this is something funny, I would say, because Solana is restarting. I do hold Solana. I do like Solana, but unfortunately that is a big issue, I believe. Okay, so let's leave Solana. Obviously, Ethereum is too slow. Cardano, obviously, is Cardano, but let's have a look at that speed for ICP, right? Obviously, the speed is pretty much the same as for Solana. However, there is no outages. That is a big deal. That is a big deal, in my opinion. All right, let me know what do you think down below in the comments, and now let's move to this section. So basically, that is a whale alert. Just in case, if you guys wouldn't know, $1, 2 cents, $1 million has been transferred to the Coinbase wallet, which basically isn't really that great. But from the other hand, $1, 2 cents, $1 million worth of ICP isn't really that big, considering that the market cap is sitting at over $6 billion. However, that's something to be aware of. And now I don't really have good news in terms of the TVL, because TVL pretty much at the date of 11 February was sitting at 35 million USD. And we see that huge dump at the moment. TVL on CP is 10,900,000. So what I think happened basically is due to the fact that total stake amount of our WCT decreased from 47.9 to 47, which could cause such a thing. However, I don't think that over $20 million in terms of staking really changed that. Okay, so I haven't really found any other information about that. If I'm going to find anything, I will keep you updated. So please make sure to subscribe to the channel. And now let's move over here. There's something to keep an eye on, because obviously that is something that many people pretty much can still afford. And what do I mean by that? A number of addresses with a balance over 100,000 of ICP. So 2 more people pretty much accumulated over 100K of ICP, which is obviously great. That is something to bear in mind. And that number obviously exponentially is exponentially growing, which means that the belief in ICP is there. So if that wouldn't be enough, that post over here is from CoinMarketCap. So basically they are saying that ICP was among of the best cryptocurrencies to buy now at the month of February. Now, finally, let's have a look at this chart. So first of all, we are looking at 1-hour chart over here on TradingView. And as we can see over here on TradingView, we are pretty much creating that uptrend over here. Of course, inside of that ascending triangle, which I still do believe is going to see a breakout, right? Given that ascending momentum. And of course, what is going on with BTC as well, that is an hourly chart as well for BTC. But if we are going to see over here, BTC is pretty much tackling that resistance over here, I do think that we are going to see higher prices for BTC. Not financial advice, of course. And if we will close above that line of resistance over here, I do believe that ICP is going to break out above that triangle and potentially see new yearly highs of around $20. So let's have a look at a couple of charts that are going to help us to put ourselves into perspective to see where we are at. So the first thing for altcoins is green lights for alt. So first of all, shout outs to Mr. Titan of crypto. And now let's have a look over here. So we got this bullish crossover. That's the first thing. And we have breakout above that resistance level over here, which obviously if we were going to look at the previous cycle, we saw a huge old season. And now if we are going to see over here, the target for old is around $5.09 trillion. So you could just imagine how much money is going to flow into strong projects like ICP. That is insane. And now let's have a look over here. Imagine being bearish on altcoins when price has flipped an important level into support and is holding above it for the past 10 weeks. So that is actually right. If we are going to look on this over here, which is Wyckoff accumulation, we have closed above that very important line of resistance. And now we have pretty much only upside potential. And the first target is going to be 850 billion. All right, so let's have a look over here. Do you remember, guys, when I was showing you the chart about Wyckoff accumulation, we're pretty much going sideways inside of phase D, but now we are pretty much on the verge of entering phase E. And that phase E is going to pretty much be a bull territory, as we can see over here. Every single cycle that happens in 2014, 2018, after we leave that accumulation zone, we are going into the bull cycle, same as 2018, 2021, exactly the same thing. And do you think it's going to be different in 2022 or 2025? I don't think so. We are going to enter the parabola very, very soon. And now the last chart, as we can see over here, the old coin market cap is in the final phase before transitioning to the optimism phase, which is the beginning of old season. So as we can see over here, we are now in, and as we can see over here, this is the last time where we were in the previous bull cycle of the hope. But of course, over here, it's a black swan event for obvious reasons. And that normally wouldn't happen because that wasn't planned, right? Well, technically, so if nothing is going to happen, no black swan event, I see only upside potential for altcoins and of course BTC as well. So I hope that your bags are packed because mine are. Keep supporting my channel. See you all in my next video.